p.m. Pretty clear day. Very pleasant weather. No need for ACs tonight. But I can't go outside now. We gotta get some work done. Still have Ayla to finish. How is it where you guys are? Pleasant weather, pleasant drawings, I hope. Hello Rick, how's it going, dude? Killer Queen, Mr. Nudie, Spotty Dot, Godzilla Master, good evening my friend. Ubel Punk, hello dude. Cookie Senpai. Sometimes a drag queen, of course I remember you, how could I forget? You were the proud drag queen in my Discord. Of course I do. You were on the stream a few times. How is it going? Yeah, there's no cam today. I don't really feel like cam on today, so I really want to get this done. So I don't want to have like the cam as a distraction. I'm still gonna pay attention to the chat, obviously. There's a lot of polishing that needs to be done. This is really in the polishing phase of this drawing. Who is this girl? This girl is Ayla. She's from a shooter from Ubisoft called Rainbow Six Siege. And as a lot of multiplayer shooters now have the trend, they add female characters so anybody can relate to them and shit. The new Rick and Morty episode, I have not seen it. I will watch it after this stream. Says, what she says, pretty good. Life is stressful. I'm glad to be back. A drag queen, if I understand correctly, a drag queen is different from a trans, right? Like a drag queen is a guy who's openly a guy, is dressed as a guy, which is dresses as a girl. Is that correct? Like, I don't have to address you as a her, do I? Is that the polite thing? I don't think that is. Like, if I understand correctly, drag queens are guys openly. Yeah. Hope the music is not too loud. Yeah, I was gonna stream some PUBG today, but I changed my mind because I ended up playing it with some friends off stream. So I'm just gonna keep drawing now, not to lose too much time. Because I would like to have this done. I would have liked to have it done today, but looks like we're just gonna have to aim for tomorrow now. I mean, all things considered, this week was pretty good with content. I mean, we had like the 2 Raven posts, large Raven posts, had the JL update, and we did the animation. The animation finally got completed, and I'm glad a lot of people seem to like the animation. The animation was a hit. Why do you follow me, Sylar the Cyborg? That's for you to decide, dude. That's for you to decide. Glad you like the Raven drawings, Godzilla Master. Elijah loves anime. What am I drawing? I am drawing Ayla from Rainbow Six. But like considering like drawings and stuff, like specifically my drawings in general, like how important is it to you to see me actually draw like sexual acts rather than just draw characters? Like how important is it to you to see someone drawing sexual acts? Because that is actually something that sometimes kind of makes me curious. That a lot of people seem to just like if I draw a character they like. It's not even has to be a sexual act, it just has to be the character. But some people find it to be really important that I draw something happening. Yes, traps are gay. You can stop asking. It's such a stale meme at this point, guys. Do something else. Say something else. Are traps gay? I'm asking for a friend. Stale fucking meme, I'm telling you. Fucking stale. As you can see here with these goggles, right? These goggles, even the goggles have to have like some kind of shading. But I think we're getting there. Ready for taxes? What's up with this taxes meme now, Rick? Is that your thing now? Reminding me of the taxes? some things. I'm just checking my ELA reference real quick. I got it up here as well, but I like to have it like off stream to kind of see if I get the colors right. It seems like her hat is darker. Hello, GTF. How's it going, GTF? Oh, she's from Poland. Ayla is from Poland. Good old Shadman Ahigo. I used to draw faces like that a lot. It's a silly face to draw, but sometimes it's fun. You know, I've been accused before that like, oh, like you have to draw fetishes to keep people interested in your art. And I kind of like that I like proved people otherwise, but at the same time, it is fun to draw fetish stuff sometimes, and I don't want to completely stop it. I've been like really doing just more and more like really tame stuff, but I don't want to completely stop it. Thank you, Mr. Parlon. Mr. Parlon, what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of like in the phase where I'm adding a lot of like lighting and shiny details to the coloring to make this all like kind of pop out more. It can be a very tedious phase of the drawing, to be honest, but it's fun. Used to be a Patreon. Drag Queen, just so you know, don't feel like you have to or supposed to support me. Like, there's no obligation at all. In fact, you just fucking checking in the stream is already like supporting me. You just looking at my art, I consider support. Like, I don't like value supporters over other people. Obviously, it's really nice of people to support, and a lot of people should be aware that a lot of the stuff I do end up doing, like for example, that Reaper flash on Shadbase right now, that would have not been made if it weren't for supporters. Because what I do is, a lot of the extra money I end up getting, like a lot of the money I don't use, the extra money I end up getting, and most of the time that's because of like, for example, bits or shit like that, or like Patreon donations and shit. I end up financing stuff for it, like that. I paid like the animator, I paid the artist to draw specifically a female Reaper because I wanted that, shit like that. And that always then kind of comes back to the site in some way, shape, or form. Like right now, someone is drawing a several page long comic with some of my like original Lolly characters, the Pokemon Go Girl Lolly characters. And that'll be pretty neat too to have on the site. Bonaria, I never drew realistically. I never started drawing realistically. This is probably as realistic as I go. This isn't realistic at all. This is very cartoony. I don't like to draw realism. First of all, because I can't really do it, so it would look really awkward. And second, I'm not really attracted to realism as much as I like cartoony stuff. Like, I don't think it's as nice to look at. Like, if you want to watch it like realism porn, just fucking go look at porn, dude. You want to see like realistic girls, just go on fucking Instagram, dude. Follow like an Instagram model with like her ass out in every shot. We could give her a bit of cheek shading here. What do you guys think about that? What I do with the cheek shading, I usually do like this really, it's like a really, it's just this blotch, and then you can kind of like refine the blotch like this. See that? Now she has like kind of, she's getting like a cheek. And now she kind of has a cheek going on there. What do you think about that? See that? And I'm gonna take like a really, Actually, let's make the background a lot darker now, because I would actually like this background to be a lot darker in the end. So let's make this really dark so we can go into the lighting and all that a bit more. I'm gonna make like a kind of a bright highlight here. Make that go along the face. Make it go behind the line art. Along the face like this. This is this bright, crisp line. And this bright, crisp line will be part of everything. The nose. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Why is that going underneath there? Sometimes I get a ghetto with the layer. Here we go. Yeah, if anybody at school in the morning, don't fucking watch some guy draw. What the hell? Yeah, streaming is an interesting thing. I would be kind of curious. I'm kind of curious what I would have done if I would have grown up with streaming. Because I'm at like that age where I don't really follow people as much as I just do stuff online. But I used to be like the age where I would like avidly follow people. I would like avidly try to follow people and see anything they did. And one of the people I like avidly followed religiously as a kid was the angry video game nerd, James Rolfe. I know it's fucking embarrassing, but as a kid, I was such a huge fan of him. I like followed everything he did. I always went to his website. I even donated to him and stuff. Even though, like, because I was just amazed by him. Like, I thought not only did I think he was really cool, like, I thought he was, like, introducing me to the NES era. He was introducing me to the NES library, and I didn't even know what an NES really was until I started watching his videos. But so if he would have streamed, I would have totally watched that back then. But I sometimes nowadays I wonder, with a lot of people who are like big gamers or like big whatever, big YouTubers, do you ever wonder what comes first? Do you admire their content, or do you admire how popular they are and then follow them? What comes first? You ever think about that? I sometimes think like how some people, some popular YouTubers and stuff, they are popular because people admire how popular they are. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like they don't even need like a shtick anymore if they just have a good thing going. It just instantly gets respect. That gets respect. Cause it's like a form of power online. And you know, like growing up online, you get to know like certain friends, you get to know a lot of people, and you get to know you all kind of get to know each other when you're all like kind of small time people who want to make it. Like you're like these small time people online who want to make stuff and want people to see it. And as you grow up, like some people make it big and others don't really. Like some people kind of make it and others just kind of start to fade away and kind of like never really go anywhere with it. Then you can kind of really tell like the quality of a person, that those people who like it changes, and those people who kind of just stay the same and kind of stay grounded, really shows the quality of a person. Do you ever get to know anybody like that who like you knew him like you just used to be friends, but like once he made it big, he kind of got really full of himself, and he kind of only wanted to start associating with people who are also big? Don't need a suppressor. Does she have a suppressor in game? Like, look here, I'm using this. She doesn't have a suppressor right here. Good night, gonorrhea. Bonorrhea. What the fuck did I just call you? Gonorrhea? Bonorrhea. Good night. Fuck, I wish I had the patience and motivation to actually do art like you do. Why? What's holding you off from doing that? You don't have to. You don't have the patience and motivation. Your bank is in the negative, Spook Train. Spook Train, what the fuck are you doing? Your bank is in the negative, dude. Depression? Well, Silo the Cyborg. You know how like people like to use the term depression? First of all, yes, depression is a real thing. But second of all, don't use depression as an excuse to be lazy, as an excuse to procrastinate. That's dangerous when you start losing depression as that. But yes, depression is real, and a lot of people are depressed on a regular basis. Cheers, Miller to me 666. Cheers. Nazi Raven? Why would you want a Nazi Raven, dude? Would you want a Nazi Raven? Is that something you'd want? You take Abilify, you're taking medication against depression? Interesting. They still play Siege? I don't. GTA, pretty much PUBG makes it so I don't play Siege at all anymore. PUBG perfectly scratches that itch Siege used to scratch. Not really into Siege anymore. Hey Brandon. Have you ever heard of Berserk? I know what Berserk is, yeah. Why? What if you are depressed because you're so lazy? Well, no, depression is a cycle. You're depressed, yeah, there's a cycle. Like, you know, you're depressed and then you're depressed so you don't do anything because you're depressed. But then not doing anything makes you even more depressed because you're not getting anything done. So it's a cycle. It's like a vicious cycle. You ever heard of the saying, a wheel in motion stays in motion? So if you're not in motion, you're less likely to get out of it. So if you keep doing stuff, you're less likely to be depressed. Get it? But yeah, I've been hella busy trying to become more productive, Chad, since I found out my job is closing next year. Spook Train, elaborate, what does being productive to you mean? I don't really know what being productive to you means. I don't really know. Everybody has a different understanding of productive. What is being productive, aka what is your product? You don't get it, Pooh Quiz? Like, what do you don't get, dude? What I said earlier about, like, the cycle? What do you think about this gun shading, by the way? This gun looks like it's been a bit rugged. Maybe it should be a bit cleaner. Like, it looks like she banged it up a bit. It's not really all that new. It has a few scratches and stuff. So you can kind of make like these little blotches in the gun. A Tommy gun. Make it a bit more banged up, shall we? Putting out job applications, working on getting my license and car, just trying to put more effort to things like losing weight and re-studying up on stuff. I see. You know what, we Germans in Switzerland, we speak German, but we used to call a situation like that den Ernst des Lebens. You ever heard about that? Ernst des Lebens, the ernst of life. It basically means the seriousness of life. Like, and a lot of kids, like, we call it a lot when like a kid has to start become serious, start to become quote unquote productive. They call it the Ernst des Lebens. And you seem to like you're going through that right now, where you're kind of realizing that things are not going to stay the way they are, and you have to better yourself in order to keep up with current events. I'm born in Switzerland. I grew up in Switzerland. Like, the majority of my life I lived there. Also, I believe this headset right here says Liberator. And everybody gets hit by that at some point. They're like, oh shit, I gotta get my shit together. Some people earlier, some people later. I remember I noticed I had to get my shit together when I noticed that I'm not really liking these jobs. I don't really have any, like, I don't like my life at all when I work on these jobs, and I kind of notice I gotta get my shit together. Because that's how life is, guys. That's how life is. Like, you might like want to have like fun and shit. Like, that's all good. Like, kind of do shit like just not really care about things. That's all dandy, right? But it's ultimately it's your decisions. You're all like making decisions. It's all up to you. It's nobody else's fault if you're not making it or not. And the decisions you make early on in life, like the earlier you make those decisions, you're still gonna have the rest of your life ahead of you. And you know, like, people keep saying life is short and all that, like life is short. It's not really true. Life is long. Like, life is really, really fucking long. Like, I'm in my 20s and I already felt like life was so fucking long. And I still have like probably another 20, maybe even 60 years to go. Who fucking knows? But life is long. And whatever fucking decision you make in life, you're gonna have to live the rest of your long life with those decisions. Oh, how is this going, Naiwa? Look, it's Naiwa. So whatever fucking decisions you make, you have like a shitty job and shit, that's on you. You made those fucking decisions. You're gonna have to live with that shit. Make a custom cheer mode? What is that? Like little buttons on her headset. She's a bit of blood on her, or there's smoke coming out of that gun. I don't really think we have to make her all bloody. Way too many characters I draw end up having blood on them. Like those PUBG girls have blood on them. I think I'm going to be back regularly now in a good place and have more free time. You're in a good place? What's going on, drag queen? What's going on, dude? It's good to hear you're in a good place. Sometimes, see guys, sometimes I really kind of feel like one of the tricks, if you will, like one of the kind of things about like living in general, it's not about like trying to live with other people. It's not about like trying to live with you know, it's not about like others and stuff as much as it is trying to live with yourself. Because you always have yourself to live with. And sometimes I could see like if you like make like terrible decisions, you're probably gonna hate yourself for making those, because you know subconsciously it is your fault. I could see that's the reason why probably a lot of people end up getting depressed, because they have to live with themselves. I left one job, so I have two now, and have more for night free time. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like if I would have probably had to work like a regular job, I may have become criminal. Like, because I'm one of those guys who like never wants to settle for good enough. I may have become a criminal. I've a history of law bending, of rule bending, so who knows? Like, I'm serious. I fucking don't trust myself with that shit. I'm glad things worked out. Okay, let's draw these little pads here. These pads have like a weird texture. They're like, see, like right here it's kind of leathery. I want to do it making like maybe kind of a little leathery, or maybe they aren't. You can kind of, they're definitely not leathery actually. Never mind, they're not shiny. Let's not make them shiny. Let's just make them a bit, give a bit of texture, just so people, you can kind of see that I did put thought into them. Like right here, so. Be prepared to be a marathon runner? What do you mean a marathon runner? Do you draw gore on stream? No, Dune of the Shade. The reason it's Shadbase Murder TV, it was originally because Shadbase was taken on Picardo. I started, the first time I ever streamed was on Picardo. It's like this little drawing stream site. And the name Shadbase was taken. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna take Shadbase Murder TV. Because some fucking asshole took my name and like never used the account. And the reason I said Shadbase Murder TV was because at the time, like this was like several years ago, and I just thought like, I want to have like an edgy name. Like a name was like people like, oh, like that fits into like my kind of brand of humor. Like that I kind of fit into like my style of humor of the website and stuff, to have a fucking ridiculous name like that. And when I then switched over to Twitch, Shadbase was also taken, so I just said fuck it, I'm gonna go with this. It's kind of a meme. It's a meme. It's really not meant to be taken seriously. Where did I draw this on? Let me see where I drew this on. It's right here. Let me see if I can turn this into an overlay layer. See this? I'm turning it into an overlay layer, meaning you should be able to kind of see it like blend in with everything. Let's see here. See, that kind of works. See now how it's blending in with everything? See, it's like some kind of weird ass anchor. Let's draw that a bit better though. Let's redraw it real quick. I don't like how it looks. Hey, GMC, thanks for subbing, dude. What is your message, GTF? Where did you send me your message? Where? I didn't see it. Where did you send it? Here in Twitch? Or like, I didn't see your message. Who's quitting next year? Who's quitting? Me? I'm quitting next year? I didn't see it. GTF, you have to repeat it, dude. I wasn't looking at that instant. So you gotta draw this P a bit better. It looks a bit shit. And look, I see there's like, yeah, it's like little, it like goes over kind of like that. Am I losing frames here? No, I'm not. A little bit. Me? Why would you think I'm quitting next year, Godzilla Master? Why did you say? Why would you think? Who gives you that idea? What gives you that idea I'm quitting next year? I'm genuinely curious. I'm just wondering if you'd ever be ever be a fighter now that I'm old enough to get my license. I'm planning on doing boxing professionally. If I'd ever be a fighter, nah, I'm not into sports. Not at all. But if that's the thing for you, dude, if you like doing that, you should do it, dude. I'm not into sports at all. I don't like the social aspect of it. I don't like the physical aspect of it. Maybe anti-sanitary. Spook Train was Spook Train? Yeah, Spook Train is quitting. I'm not quitting. Spook Train said his job is gonna be gone or something. Little eagle up here in this thing. You'll be a famous boxer, GTF. Oh, GTF is, if you like kickboxing and shit like that, you should totally fucking go for it. I'm just saying, like, personally, I would have never been a fighter. I'm not like, I don't have the body for it. Are you like ripped? Are you like fit? Hey, 4YB551992, thanks for subbing, dude. And yeah, Godzilla Master, about the whole quitting thing, like, I never know what's gonna happen, but I'd say even if I stop drawing, which I don't have any, I have no plans to stop drawing. I've planned to like change directions and explore new things. I don't have any plans to stop creating. No, I will not stop creating things. And even if for some reason I won't be able to do the website anymore, I'm still gonna try to put out something in some way, shape, or form. But I'm definitely not going anywhere. Like, I chose this life because I like doing it, and I'm gonna keep at it. It's not like anything I plan on quitting anytime soon. I think some of the things that would make me stop is if something more important came up in life that needed my attention, but I don't see that happening. Like, the only thing I could see that would make me stop is if I, for some reason, which this is a huge hypothetical, if I for some reason had a kid. But no, that's not gonna happen. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not dumb enough to let that happen. But I could see that being a reason to be like, yeah, maybe it's time to do something else. You know, anthropologist? What's an anthropologist? I kinda wanna shade her hair a bit, but this looks a bit weird. Kinda like this. See, as you can tell, I made like the tips of her hair a bit darker. Maybe they're not dark enough. Maybe I should make them even more darker. Like the tips of her hair. What do you think about that? Let's see where that layer is. This layer right here. Maybe we should just make this a bit more darker. What do you think about this? You know how like the hair, now I know what I'm talking about, like they're like slightly darker towards the edges. Hey, ya boy Danny, cheers my dude, cheers my dude. Some girls like actually have that. It's gonna make it a little more toned, a little more. Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. But I think in the end with the background, I think there'll be like lights and shit. Like I'll make it like some kind of like similar to like in the in-game maps have like a bunch of like police lights and shit. So there'll probably be like police lights and shit like coming in like this. So I could I could make them a little bit darker. You see that shit? Like if it would have had like shit like this. This is obviously just like a mock-up, but you kind of know what I mean. No, like these police lights in the distance. I don't know if some of you, I'm gonna show you the style I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you my other Siege pinup I did. This is kind of the same style basically. Let me see if I can go find it real quick. For those who haven't seen it. Because for those who don't know, I drew some other Siege pictures a while ago. Here. Gonna be kind of in this style. See where like there's like just lights and stuff in the background? Now where was I? Oh yeah, right. But you see guys, also one of the things I find is very important is just to always have something to like go after. I think that's very important to just not stay like stagnant. Just to always have something to be interested in and something to go after. Something to pursue. Something to give you a reason to like go out there and try. And if that trying is some activity that you happen to like doing, then you're fucking set. Then you're just set. Then you're like you're like Captain Jack Sparrow or something. You know, like he just keeps hunting for the next treasure, whether he gets it or not. He's just doing it because that's what he does. Remember those films where he's always like out and about, hunting like some big thing, and then at the end he doesn't even really get it, but it's like fuck it, I'm just gonna do the next one then. Like he doesn't even really get rich off of it, but it's just what he does, so he doesn't really care. He just gets drunk and goes again. Yeah, why is the rum gone? Yeah, Naiwa, this is definitely kind of the color setting I want to go for. Maybe I should just keep it really simple. Now that you mentioned it, actually. Speaking of lights, maybe some of them should like reflect in the goggles a bit, like here. Look at that. You're also gonna have to do some Photoshop shit with this one. I'm gonna have to do some shit in Photoshop in a bit. Okay, used condom. Okay, I guess with a bit of imagination. Hey, Joey's gay child. What would you do in Photoshop? But guys, what would you do in Photoshop? I'll show you in a minute, Gojira Sock. But I wanted to say another thing about trying. I think trying can be important. To trying, putting a genuine effort into things. But I think one of the secrets is never to try too hard. Because sometimes trying too hard just make you look ridiculous. And why would you want to be like on the top of everything? Like, why would you want to be the highest of everything? Why would you want to have that responsibility if you try so hard that you're the most important one? Like, why would you want to have that responsibility in anything, really? It sounds like a nightmare. if all eyes are constantly on you, and you're always the one to look to if there's a problem, you're always held up to the highest standards. That sounds like a fucking nightmare, to me at least. Trying so hard that even the simple act of doing something you fucking like has to be judged becomes an effort. An effort you have to, like, fight to keep up with. What are you saying? What are you saying? Like to try less sounds strange. I'm saying not trying too hard. Have a certain effortlessness to your actions. Do you still play Counter-Strike? I know that's been a long time ago. Long time ago. I was a Counter-Strike Source kid. Counter-Strike Source was the thing when I was growing up. It was like the thing. Every fucking 13-year-old wanted to fucking play it. Oh my god, fucking Counter-Strike Source takes me back. In hindsight, what a shit game. What a limited shit game Counter-Strike is. What a waste of time that is. But pretty much as soon as I discovered TF2, Team Fortress 2, Counter-Strike was done for me. Team Fortress 2 spoke way more to me. Like the cartoony visuals, the fun characters, and much more appeal to Team Fortress 2. How do you get better at drawing? It's pretty simple if you just do it a lot. Observe what others do. Imitate. Cause I gotta shade this holster here. This holster here isn't shaded at all, actually. But yeah, I would like to actually do something in Photoshop real quick. Because, let me see if I can find a good picture. Because there's something on her ass here. Fuck, this is a low-res screenshot. This screenshot is low-res as hell. I guess we'll have to do. But this is like some YouTube thumbnail that you can see by the red arrows and shit. Look at this fucking YouTube thumbnail. But you can see here how her ass has like kind of like a, like the clothing has like this texture on it. Maybe there's a better picture of it. Damn, that's fucking terrible actually. That is fucking awful. Here you can kind of see it better. See this? See that little texture on it? A little texture on her pants. At the top of the side says Rick and Morty. Where does it say Rick and Morty? I didn't see that. Oh. He says Rick and Morty. See this? All these file names says Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty. That's because I have a folder on my computer called Rick and Morty, because that's where I have a lot of like Rick and Morty sketches and stuff in there, and this Ayla drawing happens to be in that Rick and Morty folder. That's why it's called Rick and Morty. Make sense? Like, I named folders after certain projects I'm doing. So I have a Rick and Morty folder for the Rick and Morty project, but a lot of other shit ends up being in there. Opening up now. Now I'm gonna go here. Let's go to the good old Google and search for octagon pattern. Octagon pattern. That is an octagon, is it? Is it not? I guess not. What is it? A hexagon? Hexagon pattern. Yeah, hexagon, you're right. And this one looks pretty solid. This one looks like what I'm looking for, kind of. I think it looks good enough. Take this one. I got one. I think that would work. Pull this one in here. Now we have like this little pattern here. I'm gonna make it all the way we need it to be. You guys ready for this? Do the curves. First of all, the curves. Make this all bright white. Make this bright dark. Maybe a bit more white than dark, actually. I don't like that. You can kind of see the watermark. I'm gonna have to disable the watermark. Aid me while I disable this watermark, okay? Here are the curves again. Right, white the watermark part. Now it's completely gone. And now what we're gonna do here to make it a little, I want it to be a little bit thicker. I'm gonna select all the black parts and add a stroke. We give it a stroke. We make here, where is it? There should be an option to give it a stroke. Where's that fucking stroke option? Here, stroke. You give the stroke 2 pixels. See, now it's all slightly thicker. Can you see that? Can you see this? A little thicker, but actually we could give it even a stroke that is 3 pixels. Now it's really thick. See this thickness? Is this too thick? I think that's a bit too thick. Let's go back to the 3. So I think this is good. Yeah, little tricks there. Pulling out some of the tricks, my guys. They're pulling this in here. See, now we only have this, minus the white parts, which is useful. See that? Minus the white parts. Only the strokes we gave it. Now we start to kind of adjust it and shit. Let's see. If I can tell correctly, it's only the black parts that have this. Only the black parts have this, I think. Yeah, only the black parts have this. So give it one here. I'm gonna pull them all the way up here. Now I do a bit of an overlay. Get a bit of an overlay by warping it. Or actually, I do think it needs to be a bit bigger. The pattern needs to be about yay big. A bit bigger. That's better. Now warping it. Warp. Entering the warp zone. Destination. Level thick. Difficulty 7 out of 10. Entrance, the pipe. Just adjusting it a little more, like a little up here maybe. I Okay, now that we have this, I'm gonna remove some of these here parts, like right here, yay. Right here, and over here as well. So it kind of like falls into the shadows. We're gonna move the rest of it later. Now we have to do the rest of the legs as well. I'm pulling it down, I'll do the rest of the legs. So we're gonna have to take one down here. We're gonna kind of warp this one around the leg. Make sure to stay here consistent with the sizes. That's actually kind of important. Psycho Madness 69. How's it going there, dude? I'm gonna warp this one around the leg too, like this. See, the green part won't actually have this texture, but this looks pretty okay, I'd say. This looks kind of what I'm going for. I'm gonna take another one here. So gotta kind of stay consistent with these. Not sandwich. How's it going, dude? He says apparently it's been 6 months. Fuck. Well, hope you're enjoying yourself. Yeah, dude. I hope you are doing well too, man. There we go, so you gotta kind of stay consistent with these. Okay, two more. One more down here. And one more over here. There's these two more. Then we are good. Yeah, this one is a bit of a mess because it's so small, but just stick with it. We should be able to do this. Let's actually make it a bit bigger. There we go. Same with the other one. Warp. Hey, careful here with the... Sometimes it's a bit difficult to grab these edges. You have to grab them like this. There we go. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to do so. And that should do the trick. There, that's all she wrote. So, I'm gonna clip the rest of it out to save memory, and we shall return back to side. Let's go back, guys, back to the side, back to side. But we're obviously not done with that, not a long shot, but we're gonna finish the rest of it inside. Gonna open her up again. Guys, by the way, I have to go take a quick piss real quick. I've been holding this in, I gotta go. I'll be right back. And we will then finish that little texture down there. And I'm back. Whoa. Zoom on ass. Let's finish the ass up. Speaking of the ass, let's finish this up. So we got all these little thingies here. Now I'm gonna start removing the parts of the thingy that we don't need. Then I'm gonna select all the green. I'm gonna select the green. I'm gonna select these little thingies, these bandages here. Got everything in between here. Everything outside of here, obviously. The green once again. These are all these little parts that we're not gonna use with this. I have to select. This is very important, so we don't have to worry about that later. There's a little bit of green up here, the jacket, all of the jacket here, all of it. We're selecting all the areas that don't have that texture, basically. All of it. See, all that. All of this. All of this. All of it. All must go. It's just a huge sale for all of these. Ausverkauf. Then you go grab these thingies and just erase it. Erase this one. Erase it. See how it's not all going away? This one's going away. You're going away for a long time, buddy. It's the last time you do these crimes. You're going away. You put this one away too. This one goes away. This one was a child molester. This one has to go away. This one murdered his own mother. He murdered his own mother. Who would do such a thing? He's going away. Okay, I think they're all gone. Oh no, we missed a little bit. A little bit up here I missed. See, like this here is a little bit of, this causes a bit of complications here. This is why I kept them on separate layers, so we can still kind of try to find a middle ground, find a bit of a peace between these complications. Actually, I don't like that. I'd rather have this one be eliminated. This is the weaker one. Let's take this one out. That's better. And same here. Who's the perpetrator here? This one? Take this one out. So like this, you can still kind of see it going into the folds and stuff. The folds of her suit. There we go. Now we merge them all, put them all together. One big happy family of textures. But this one's a bit of the black sheep of the family. Gotta even it out a bit. Here we go. And we merge them all together. Now, guys, now it's time. It's time to fucking do it. Are you ready for this? It's time to do the finishing thing. Let's see what we got here. Now let's figure out how to do this finishing thing. This is a very important part of it. It's time. The bag. Oh shit! Naiwa's right. There's a bag. We missed a bit of it. It's not. Naiwa's right. We missed a bit here. Missed a spot. It's actually pretty important now that we get every little bit of it. Otherwise, it will be really annoying to do that afterwards. That would be kind of an annoying thing to go back and like try to fix. Here's a bit too. Oh, and like up here's a bit too. Let's see if we make the background white. Is there anything we left out? Nah. No, I think we got it this time. Saved by the bell. Saved by Naiwa. Brightness contrast. Put up the brightness here. See, there's a little bit right there we have to fix. It's a little bit right here that could be annoying. Turning up the brightness to see if I missed anything. A little bit right here. It's a bit annoying. See this shit, guys? Are you seeing what's happening right now? Are you seeing what the fuck is going on right now? Are you seeing what I'm doing? Can you recognize what the fuck it is that's happening? Look at this. Look at this texture. Look at that shit. What the fuck is... What is this? What is going on right now? Watch it, I control it and make a bend to my will. The dark parts will become dark and the bright parts are allowed to stay bright. See that? The dark parts become dark, the bright parts blend nicely and slowly into the brightness as like very silky and smooth. Silky and smooth. Now to top it off, we could get a bit even friskier with this to top it off. You see what I mean? Let me show you what I mean. Let's remove all of this. Go in right here and add the finishing light touches. Actually, we can go in all up in here, all over here, all up in this bitch. I have a bit of backlight there and a bit of light right here. Alright, alright. I'm kind of digging it, kind of. Bit of backlight here. There we go, guys. Shiny. There we go. Maybe this part is a bit too bright. But I think we kind of got the texture down. I think we kind of got the texture where we want it to be. What do you think? Like one of the things we could add here is like make a little bit of folds here, like make like that so it's like fabric, like you know, like add a bit of folds right here, add some folds in here so it's still like actual like fabric. Add some darker ones in here. Because not like this is body paint or anything, this is actual like fabric. These are pants she's wearing. Hello there, Malik Lord 00. I think this should do. I think we got something here. I think this will do. Maybe one more thing. One more thing. And I think this part deserves a bit of blue too. a bit of blue. Part of the blue group here. Let this one stay with the Blue Man crew. While he enjoys his stay. Brighten up his day. While letting these stay bright. Like that. Just like that. See, like this you can kind of see how like the texture bends and gets the light and it catches the light, glimmers in the light. It's kind of important, you know, like that even though it's cartoony, this is the kind of show that it has texture, and I think that's what kind of makes you also remind the game it's based on, because this game has like all kinds of like detailed textures and shit. Really likes to show off his texture technology, so you might as well put some of that into the drawing. This part here is weirding me out right now. What is this? What is this? Where's this coming from? Some kind of lighting error there. I gotta fix that. Like sometimes you get parts like this, you just gotta fix them in the end when you merge everything. This part is kind of weirding me out. It's somewhere lost in the sea of layers we have here already. But let's focus on this gun pouch here a bit for a minute. This gun pouch here feels neglected. It feels left out. Everything else is getting shaded, getting detailed. Everything else is getting love, and it feels left out. It's like, I know I'm just a gun pouch. I know the gun is more important than I am. I know the gun is that everybody's gonna look at. But god damn it, if it weren't for me, the gun wouldn't be able to join us. The gun, how would she hold the gun? Without me, how would she holster it? Without me, the gun wouldn't even be here in the first place, so please don't forget about me. I know I'm just a simple holster, and we say, listen holster, I haven't forgotten about you. And now it's your time to shine. We're coming, we're gonna shade you, we're gonna give you little details, we're gonna give you all the love you deserve. Because you're right, without the holster, the gun wouldn't even be here in the first place. So let's not forget about the poor guy. And there we go, now we're shading the holster. Gonna give him little scratches here. Make these little buttons on the holster, these little buttons to keep it all together. Make them all shiny and bright, like they're metallic. See that shit? Make them feel a bit blue too, with all the blue light that's going on. Hey, and you know what? Maybe out in the distance, some of those police lights, maybe a few red ones got in there too. Giving it the gift of variety. And there were no no light falls. It's the darkness right here. Make one pink. Now what we'll do instead of making one pink, Ayla right here is a very trained girl in the act of terrorist hunting. So what we'll do here instead, we'll put her little kill count etched right into her holster. So right here, she got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 kills. Put a little skull etched in there next to it, not to forget herself that it's kills and not tampons we're talking about. And way down here, way down here, she has a little message etched in. To confess her her love to IQ. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of shit on the rope. Oh, you're right, on that rope. You're right. We will have to take care of that. We can't tolerate that. Looks like there's some fugitives, some convicts escaped. I thought I told them they're getting put away. Thought I told them to go away. Well, they made it somehow. Some of them's still here. Thought I told you to go fuck your mother. What are you still doing here? We'll take care of that, guys. In a minute. Let's finish that holster first. Let's not get sidetracked from this little holster. And we got like the little lighting up here. Gonna make to show that it's where the light is hitting it. Yeah, 2X, 4S, that's kind of one of the things about like this whole polishing phase, that it does look finished, but it's not by a long shot, because you're going to be adding all these little things. That sometimes can just kind of make a difference. Some people appreciate that, some people don't really care, but some people do appreciate like if there's like detail and like little lightings, and some people do like that. Some people don't, like really couldn't care less. Like, for example, those Raven drawings I did had none of that. They were just simple, down to the point, and that's good too. That's just fine and dandy too. Hey, Amish Saiyan. Amish Saiyan. Oh, is that Amish Saiyan? Amish? Is that how you pronounce it? Amish. Amish. Some more little scratches here. And we could also add a few of these little like it's sewn together. You know, like how gun pouches are sewn together at parts. What do you think about that? Little stitches, that's what it's called. Stitches. Snitches get stitches. So what do you think? Is this gun pouch good? Is it missing something? Maybe it's missing a drop shadow. Maybe I also add a little bit of lighting right here. And see, now the gun pouch feels like it's more part of the picture. It's more part of the same picture now. More part of everything now. Let me go get these little rascals. Try to escape from me. And they're gone. Almost. Not quite. Now they're gone. Do I smoke weed? I actually don't. Why? Does it seem like I'm on fucking weed right now? Maybe it does. I don't smoke weed. Now about her face, should we give her some more detail in her face? What do you think? Does she need any more detail in her face, or do you think her face is good enough? We shade her neck a bit darker. Because we could give her some eyes. Some details in her eyes. She does have some freckles right here, because she actually has freckles in game. It's one of those characters who literally does have freckles. Darker freckles. Kind of like this. I don't have her unlocked, so I don't know. She's probably really good, but I don't have her unlocked because all DLC operators end up being really good, but I don't have her unlocked. I don't play the game enough to have her unlocked. Yeah, DLC operators. Remember Frost was like really fucking brilliant when she came out. So I can only imagine she being really brilliant too at the moment till they nerf her. Yeah, they're always slightly broken, right? They're always like slightly too good. The DLC operators are usually always slightly too good. Vaporwave Thomas attack engine? Actually it isn't. I don't really see how that this would be Tommy's attack engine, but it's funny. Yeah, it's so people will buy them, right? So people will spend money on getting them. Because to actually unlock them, you have to play the game a shit ton to actually unlock them. Like they're so... New operators are so expensive in in-game currency. To actually get that, good luck, dude. Adding a bit of shines to the ropes here too while I'm at it. Chad, I heard you had a gun and you drew some cool shit on it. That's true? Yeah, back at the army, yeah. Yeah, I think this is definitely getting there. I'm thinking about what else to add. What else do we need to add? Maybe shade her finger and arm here a bit. Her hand. I didn't really shade her paw and finger. Her paw. You know, her paw. Her hand. Her hoof. Some balls. Add tentacles, testicles. How long are you streaming already? I have been streaming for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Drag queen, are you a gay man or are you a bisexual man? I'm never sure with like drag people. Are you a gay man? Or do you just fuck around with women too? Would you do both? I mean... No balls, please. Thank. I'm a very gay man. I can't change. Now, I'm not gonna add smoke to the gun unless you really want me to. I feel like that's just a cliche I've been overdoing way too much. Would you want her to have smoke on the gun? Would you want that to be a thing in this drawing? Wouldn't be... No, okay. The thing about smoke is you have to like start really rough and you can like kind of get into detailing of it. This is how I usually do smoke. See how now I can make it more detailed? See that shit? Look at that smoke. Yeah, that was done pretty fast. You could obviously try to make it a bit more detailed, but this is how you kind of can do smoke. You can also add a bit of light to eyes sometimes. That's something that's kind of works. Like, look, if I add a bit of light to the eyes like this, see that? What do you think about that? Eye light. One thing I have to even out a bit is this part up here. This part is a bit too bright. There we go, evened out. Even Steven. What do you think? Are we done here? Yeah, we could keep adding stuff, but at some point she's adding too much, right? Lighten up the freckles on the nose. That's possible. That's possible, sir. Good sir. Like this? Maybe we should give her, you know how like in Rainbow Six you have like these little charms on your gun? Oh look, we could also add this. Look, add a little, look, add a little red dot sight. See that? The red dot? Make the red dot visible. Little IQ charm. Little IQ charm, let's see. R6 IQ charm. Where would you have that on the pistol? Would you have that in the back or on the front? I've never had a charm on the pistol. Thank you, bronies, for the win. So what? But would it be like right here? Would it be here? Or would it be like on the handle and... the butt of the gun? Oh, that's a bit unfortunate because he's holding the butt like that. Hello, Mr. Alex Master. Thank you for the love, dude. Yeah, I think it would be on the handle, but I'm just gonna put it up here instead. Vault meat? I don't really have any interest in drawing vault meat at the moment. I don't know, I'm kind of like, I was not really as interested in, like, just, like, regular, like, I feel like Vault Meat was a very generic, regular woman. Like, she was, I honestly don't really know why people liked her so much, because, like, the way I drew her, I think she was very generic. Like, it was like this fat-ass, big-titted, like, bitch. I'm not sure why people liked her so much. I'm kind of like bored of that whole formula. I'm just like bored of like the fat ass, big tit, slutty face. I'm really bored of that. Let's see how we should draw this IQ charm. Let's just draw like a little cheapy version of IQ, I guess. Guys, what would you think if I drew like a little page of the girl from The Ring getting fucked? Would you like to see that? The girl from The Ring. She has like no tits, but she's a nice ass. Or maybe it should be like the girl from The Exorcist. You know, like the obviously a fictional version of the lolly exorcist girl. The sexorcist. The possessed girl. She's like all possessed and she's getting fucked. No, honestly, if you had to choose like a horror girl, like a quaint horror-themed girl, which one would you want to see the most? The Ring girl? The girl from It? Nah, I want the girl to be horror-themed. Like the girl to be like monster horror-themed. Like she has to be like a little like IQ chibi thing. It's gonna be very tiny. Sadako from The Ring. Girl from Orphan? Yeah, she's cool. She's cool. I liked Orphan. I thought that was kind of funny. That was a funny film. Huntress from Dead by Daylight? I gotta look that up. Who's Huntress from Dead by Daylight? I'm gonna look that up real quick. Huntress, Dead by Daylight. What the fuck is this? Is this like a female version of the killer in that game? Interesting, I've never heard about that. Guys, why is there a gangbang scene in It, like in the book? Why is that a thing? Like, what makes them do a gangbang? Like, what's the context of it? People keep talking about that. I've never read the books. Like, why is there a gangbang scene? Can you explain this to me? Explain it to me. I don't understand. This seems so out of place. Makes the adults think. Explain to me. Explain it to me. So what happened was the girl who said to be a slut actually no one wanted to become a woman with her best friend. Okay. It wasn't really a gangbang. It was more like she lost her virginity, all of them, and they did with her as well. Okay. Let's make her have blue eyes. Why do you regret finishing the novel? Was it not a good ending? That kind of looks like IQ, kind of. So maybe we should make her hair a bit more blonde and bigger. It kind of looks like her. It's gonna be very, very tiny in the actual picture. It's gonna be extremely tiny. Maybe make her have like a little keychain here. A little chain to go with it. Or I think in game it's not keychain, it's more like a little. What is it in game? I don't even fucking know. Fuck it, let's just make it like a little connection thingy here, whatever it is. Just connect it there. Ayla looks a bit like Scarlett Johansson. I could see that. The in-game face has a bit, yeah, because I think it's because of the nose, yeah. I was thinking about doing like a thing with like a Wednesday for October, but I don't know. Maybe you should do like the Ring Girl instead. Guys, should I try to get like Twisted Grimm to do like a Creepy Susie animation for October? For Shadbase? I was thinking about that. Yeah, I'll get in touch with him. I'll see if we can make something happen. I should message him right now before I forget. Message him right now, guys. I'll let you know. Right, Creepy Susie, is that what you want, or would you want to see something? Should I suggest something else? And keep in mind, Twister Grimm does not do lolly. He does not do lolly, so to be thick women with tits. Hey, Robot Mixer, thanks for subbing, dude. You ate your ball hair. Raven? Would you want him to do Raven? Raven instead of Creepy Susie? A Raven animation? But there's already so many Raven animations. Guys, if you would want an animation for Halloween of a creepy kind of goth type girl or a horror themed girl, I would have asked for a Creepy Susie. What do you want? What would you want? Now I'm messaging him right now. Yeah, Susie, no Susie. Of course she has no nose. Fuck yeah. Huntress? Wait, oh fuck, it looks like he's saying he has to finish a cartoon for Mashed. Okay. Looks like he might not be able to do it. Looks like we may have to do someone else. Okay, what rank am I in Rainbow Six? I haven't played it in a bit, dude. I'm probably not really high now in ranked. Let's see here. Zoe. Oh, I remember Zoe. Yeah, it's been a while. Damn, Zoe. I remember her. Let's do her. So guys, since we're coming to the end of this, pretty much all the background is left. This is pretty much done. Is there something on the gun written? Is there something written on this gun? I don't think there is. No, I don't know yet who we're gonna have animated. If I find an animator, I'll probably try to... Like, I just thought like Twisted Grimm's style would have been great for Creepy Susie, but looks like he's gonna be busy. So we might have to do someone else. League? League of Legends? I never got into League. Vito Sausage, he's actually doing something else right now, which you might be seeing on Shadbase soon. More trap related would be great. Scott is a 3D guy. He's a 3D guy. I'm not sure if he'll be available for like November for anything. Spaz Kid, he's doing other stuff. I doubt I could get Spaz Kid to do an animation anymore. He's not really into the whole porn thing anymore. Yeah, I doubt. I very doubt. Oh fuck, Spaz Kid, that would be great, but I doubt it. The headset that's touching her hair. Shade the headset touching her hair. This one right here? Oh, like the shadow of the headset? Never talk with Boogie about animation. Like Boogie who? Who's Boogie? Like Boogie, the YouTuber? Why would I talk to him about animation? Get Psychic Pebbles to animate porn? Likely. Maybe we should make this, like the whole tightness here, try to have the tightness come out here a bit more, like a little more tight. I'm not familiar with Boogie. I mean, I know Boogie the YouTuber, that's the only Boogie I know. Look how tight that is. That is tight, isn't it? Look how fucking tight that is. I gotta eat something. I'm fucking hungry. I gotta eat something. Damn. Yeah, I think I should end it here. I think we're done here with the stream. I don't know if I should go any longer. I mean, I pretty much got done what I wanted to get done. Now it's just up to the background, finishing the background. Maybe some of these parts here. How about demonic series from Paladins? I've never really looked into Paladins. I don't really know anything about Paladins, to be honest. Here we go. Add a bit of that like little shine, little glimmer and shine up here, a little hope and sunshine. And maybe shade that bottom part a bit as well, like this bottom little screw off part right here. Give that a bit of shine too. So it's all evenly shined and shaded. What software is this? This is Paint Tool Sai, my friend. No, I'm definitely gonna have this done and uploaded tomorrow. Definitely have it up tomorrow. Yeah, I think that should be very possible. Background should be fairly simple. Keep it simple. Do the girl from Echo game. Penny from Fortnite. There's so many fucking characters. Fortnite is another game I've never looked into. Thanks for following there. Ivan. I saw a guy called Ivan just started to follow. So is Time Imaginary just started to follow. Yeah. Thanks a lot of you guys for following. And in fact, if you're new here to the stream or to me in general, feel free to follow the channel. I stream art here every now and then. Sometimes video games, mostly art. Stuff like this. To play Fortnite. Is it any good? Is Fortnite any good? Draw a bad dragon dildo. Favorite Overwatch waifu? I think the whole Overwatch waifu thing is a bit embarrassing, to be honest. Like, Overwatch is already kind of embarrassing. I like it, it's a good game, but it's already kind of embarrassing. And then when you say Overwatch waifu, that's really fucking embarrassing. Hey, PageMeister01, thanks for subbing, my dude. Yeah, and I hope a lot of you guys ended up liking that Reaper animation, actually. That Reaper animation, I think I was just talking about that earlier. But yeah, like, that is up on Shadbase for those who haven't seen it yet. Definitely should go check it out if you haven't yet. Speaking of Overwatch waifu ship, the Reaper thing is up. Thinking of what to add here. Actually, Mildman, it started production actually in fucking November last year, which is why I was worried it would never get finished. So it started production quite a while ago, and it was on and off, on and off. There was times like, damn, is it ever gonna get finished? And we were pushing for it, and it actually finally saw the light of day. Hey, Potato Fac. Yeah, sometimes things just fucking don't get finished. Wondering about the pattern of her jacket. If the pattern of her jacket is good enough. If it's just a bit too low effort. Hey, Big Weenus 404. Thanks for subbing, dude. But yeah, guys, I guess I'm gonna wrap this up now. Oh, look at this. We still have this open. I'm gonna close this as well. Because I'm actually feeling pretty hungry and I want to go get some food. And I think that's it for today. Oh, how's it going there, Scudbutt? I'm just wrapping up the stream right now, dude. Like, I think that's it for today. I think... Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna come back online, and I don't think I'm gonna do any what's it called? Fucking Battlegrounds today. I don't think I will. It's a bit late. I've been playing it a lot with Chris this week, so I should like kind of cut down my game time of it a bit. But But if I do, I'll definitely let you know. Alright guys, have a great Sunday, have a good week, okay? Hey, Shekel Shaman, thanks for subbing, by the way, dude. Subbing while I'm leaving. But yeah, guys, I gotta go. I wanna go eat. I gotta have a good meal. You know what it is? I gotta have a good meal. So see you soon next time.